Hello, everyone. Let's talk about Shruti today. You know, the Shruti, the Tanpura, or the drone, the humming sound that you hear in every Carnatic music student or a musician's place. It's one sound that's constant in a kacheri, a Carnatic concert. Have you ever wondered why do we need that Shruti? Honestly, for me, I never even thought about Shruti so much. This is something I always took for granted. A teacher plays Shruti to match your pitch, and that's when you start your sa, re, and everything beyond. And I never questioned it because I've seen this for years. This is something that's been part of our family constantly. So, not until recently, when one of my students actually asked me in the class, what is that thing and why do we need that? It was such a fundamental, obvious question, and how come I never thought about answering that or explaining that? So I thought I'll make a quick video about talking specifically about Shruti. Hello, everyone. My name is Rishi Nagarajan. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. This is where I talk all things Carnatic music. I talk about my own journey in this musical form and share everything that I've learned over these years and hoping that it'll help someone and also learn from all of you. So, before we dive deeper into what Shruti is, why do we need it, why it's so important, I want you to run a quick experiment with yourself first, and then you can do this with your friends. It's a really quick way to know whether someone is in tune or not, or can sing in tune or not. Ready? It's the birthday song. We all know the happy birthday song, right? So I want you to sing happy birthday song. How does the song go? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Everybody can sing that much, right? The problem comes in the third line. Most people will go like, Happy birthday, dear Nada. Happy birthday to you. Did you see what happened there? So if you're tuneful, if you're a singer, or at least can fairly sing, you will sing like this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear blah blah. Happy birthday to you. Right? So nobody makes that effort to go all the way to sa 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 ta 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 ra ta ra 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 sa sa sa. So from sa to upper sa. It's a quick jump, one big jump. You can only do that if you've known anything about Shruti. So wasn't that fun? I want you to do that experiment with your friends around, your family, your neighbors, and just watch the fun unfold in front of you. So what's going on in there, right? I noticed that I didn't even play the Shruti here. It's just my voice. But your ear was instantly able to catch that moment when I went off key. What does it say? There is a sense of something called a baseline pitch. The moment I start singing, you're able to set your mind to a baseline pitch, like happy birthday to you. It's like, that's the baseline pitch, right? And so your mind is automatically trying to align with that baseline pitch. And if a familiar song, such a familiar song like Happy Birthday, if it goes off key, you can off key means it's not in relationship with the baseline pitch. Okay, it's hitting some other note that it's not supposed to. That's really the off key concept really is about, right? So that's really the fundamental idea behind what a Shruti does. It establishes a baseline for you, like a home from where you start your song or a melody. You absolutely don't need to be a musician to know this. All of us are good listeners and we all have good ears and we all know this intuitively. To make this point clear, Let me show you one more experiment. I do this all the time in my classes and absolutely enjoy the instant, unfiltered reaction I get from the kids. And for this, you need a Shruti. So in this experiment, what I'm going to do is I'll sing the song in a particular pitch, and halfway through, I'm going to shift the pitch to something else, but I'll continue to sing in the previous pitch. Okay, it's best to show it than me explaining. And I want you to just listen, close your eyes if you want, just listen to it, and then observe your reaction. Okay, ready? श्यामले मीनाक्षी सुन्दरेश्वर साक्षी शङ्करि गुरुगुह समुद्भवे शिवे वा पामर मोचनि पङ्कजलोचनि पद्मासनवाणी हरिलक्ष्मी विनुते शाम्भवि श्यामले मीनाक्षी sundareshwarata. So did you notice what happened there? If you were paying attention to what was going on, you would have instantly catched that reaction that you must have had in your mind. This is actually a really fun experiment that I do in the class, and you can instantly see kids' eyes just go brighten up when I'm singing all normal in my Shruti, and then I just shift the Shruti one scale up or down, and then they say, "Oh, what's going on?" So it's almost like disorienting. It's almost like you're enjoying a nice chocolate smoothie, and then you taste a very pungent vinegar halfway through, right? So it's that reaction. So what does it says a lot about how good our ears are already. You don't need to be a musician to know this. You instantly got uncomfortable when you were listening to a song and then it just changes the pitch, but then the baseline pitch is still not shifted. So, this is that baseline pitch I was talking about that we all understand and listen to, even if it's not playing. And that is essentially what Shruti establishes. And if you're a musician, you're consciously starting and really becoming the Shruti in many ways and establish your pitch so well that whatever you sing after that just sounds beautiful. So, this is something very unique to Indian music, both Carnatic classical music as well as Hindustani classical music, where we have this concept of sa, which establishes a baseline pitch, and it is very different from the idea of how Western music goes about, with their absolute pitches of C, A, B, and all that, the absolute keys on a keyboard. So for us, your sa can be any key on the keyboard. Okay, if your sa is C, that's where you set your Shruti to be. If your my sa starts G sharp, the rest of the music flows for me from G sharp. So that's my home. So the re, ga, ma, pa, all the other notes are relative to where your sa is. That's really what a Shruti does. Now the Shruti plays such an important role in music. I mean, there is no music, no melody without the Shruti. So if you're a singer and if you sing in a way that your pitch absolutely blends perfectly with the Shruti, even a simple song like Notaswaram or just Sarli Varishes will sound just blissful. This is something I started noticing when we have had artists at home. We sometimes host artists for their concerts here, and when they go, they do warm up exercises, and I've seen them sing just sa for a few minutes, and then oh my God, it just takes you to an entirely different level. When a musician sings just a simple sarigama padanisa, it sounds so much pure and divine that you really realize the core essence of a good music is first to align yourself so well to the Shruti. So I tell my students as well, and my gurus constantly remind me as well. So whenever I push them to teach me a complicated Dikshitar song or Tyagaraja Swami song, I always get reminded that align your Shruti first. Sing the basics, fundamentals really, really well. Like every single note that you're hitting has to be in perfect pitch, and then you're ready for an advanced composition. So even if you're a student, as a beginner or an advanced, doesn't matter, wherever you are in your musical journey, I want you to pay attention to how much role that the Shruti plays. It's like a breath. We breathe for pretty much everything that we do, right? I can't talk without breathing. I can't eat without breathing. I can't sing without breathing. We take breath as granted. Sometimes they say Shruti is the Aadhar, it's the breath of music. So if there's one thing that you want to take away from this video, it is this: the absolute awareness and appreciation for the Shruti and how much it is important to making a musical or noise. So next time when you sit for practice, doesn't matter if you're a beginner, you're just starting to learn Sarli Varishes, or an advanced musician. I mean, if you're already an advanced musician, you already know this concept. But if you're a student and learn in your learning journey, go back to basics, polish your Shruti, and there is no end to that. Even if you think that you're absolutely aligned to Shruti, you can still be better. I am still constantly fine tuning my alignment to Shruti. And this is something you develop over time. And of course, a guru, the right guru who is equally passionate and aware of these concepts, can help you. And work with your teacher, and also when you practice, sit and first make sure that every note that you're hitting is aligned with the Shruti, and then experiment with other things. At some point, I want to make a video specifically talking about how to actually practice, especially if you're a kid or a parent who doesn't know much about Carnatic music but have interest, or your kids are already taking classes and you want to help them at home. I really want to make videos about addressing some of the common mistakes that parents make or kids make when they are practicing. And if you're one of them, please hit me a comment below and let me know what would you like to learn from that video. Thank you for watching.